Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Haskins to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. 52's the mark. Check. 52's the mark. Come on. Deep grip.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Costello. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tyus Bowser in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Squeeze. Go.
Back to throw. Costello. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Zach Ertz. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They go play action with Haskins. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins lets it fly for Thielen, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2nd and 1. That is caught at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. In for the score, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them to football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield. 25
yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He completes it to Evans. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This time, Haskins will look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Buccaneers 48, Panthers 17. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down now, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
First down, Buccaneers.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. They complete it to Hill. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And Evans Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Haskins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 1st down, Jones. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again to Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Panthers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
52's the mic right here. Look, screen. Pick it up. Check 3. Check 9. Check 9. Hit it.
Again, it's Jones. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, here's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready, 90, Wolf. X3, 218, chop. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 52. 61. Matchbox light. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Let's go, D.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought